Hey everyone, today I got a very special guest, my friend Jennifer, a professional New York City photographer, a content creator from here, and we're gonna walk on Midtown Manhattan and we will be on our way to Central Park, and Jennifer will show us some of the best spots. Let's briefly introduce Jennifer on the channel.
I'm a YouTuber, photographer. I love taking photos of New York City, portraits, also jewelry, and I'm so excited to walk around. We have a few of the flowers are starting to bloom, and today's the last day of winter, but spring is so close. We're so close.
Right, and I'm happy to have you in the channel. So without further ado, let's start our walk.
I love Bryant Park especially. It kind of reminds me of right after college when we would always come here to watch all the free events, the free movies in the park. And it was just like, okay, we're adults in the city. We look up and we see some stars and all these big buildings all around us. And it's like, we're here, we're working in New York City. This is the life. It's kind of
Absolutely
amazing memories.
And I think Bryant Park right here in the middle of the city, one of the most visited park and one of the most crowded park. And look at these daffodils are blooming right here.
Yes, they look so great. Wow.
Last few days we got pretty nice weather, like spring-like weather in winter, but last day of winter, it really feels like winter now. Temperature is around like 43 feels like.
Yeah.
And as you can see right here, the lawn is getting under process and a great view of Empire State Building. Like this is one of the best spot to take some photo with Empire State Building here at Bryant Park.
Agreed. This is like one of my favorite spots to get the Empire State Building framed between these buildings, and oh my gosh, sometimes when the flowers are and the leaves are starting to come in on the trees, I'll get the trees on the top of the photo.
And imagine this place in few months, it's gonna be a lush green lawn.
Exactly.
And a lot of people gonna hang out.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so funny to see how much they've got right here. They're really bringing in a lot of dirt.
I think they did it for the Winter Village.
Yeah, you're right, because there's usually steps there,
Right
so
here,
that they're gonna smooth
they had that ice skating ring.
Yeah. Wow.
Awesome.
I love that. I love ice skating in Bryant Park because I have my own ice skates, so they allow you, if you have your own ice skates, you can skate for free. So I'm always coming to Bryant Park to do it for free and pretend I'm an ice princess. I am not. I don't really know what I'm doing, but as long as you can, just try not to fall too much, you're fine.
I always scared doing ice skating and I always hug the wall.
Oh, totally okay.
I need some lesson from you.
I mean, I am not the best, but I think I took lessons myself in college that really helped me. So if you really want to learn, taking like just a few lessons can help you get, it's like a weird pattern with your feet. I feel like when I started was trying to walk on ice, and you really have to get used to gliding.
Yeah, like it's not that hard once you practice a couple of times, I feel like.
Agreed.
So this is 42nd Street, Bryant Park Station for BDF, M and 7 train.
Bank of America Tower, so beautiful.
It's quite similar to the one World Trade Center.
Yeah, it is actually. I do think people get it mixed up.
Yeah, I got few times on my live video, people ask that, is it the one World Trade Center?
Yeah, I could see that because it does look very similar. With this
very, very similar. Since we are walking towards Central Park, but Central Park right now, it just started to bloom. Some of the trees start to have bloom, but they had a tracker that you can track that what area Central Park is start to bloom, and if it's pre-bloom or in a peak bloom, it's pretty handy. I'll link in my description box.
That's awesome. And there's so many different types of cherry trees. There's one cherry tree that comes and blooms first, but then there's also the magnolias that definitely bloom earlier.
Coincidence are my favorite. Like they usually bloom very late, but that's the best one, I feel like.
Yes. Oh, so great. We were just talking about how DC is currently in peak bloom, And I'm honestly questioning. I'm like, should I do a quick day trip to DC? TBD.
I mean, it will worth it, I think, because
Yeah.
I feel like Cherry Blossom, DC will be a fun place to visit for sure.
It is, and I have so many awesome photographer friends there. They're so nice.
That's even better.
Yeah.
Let's cross
Let's
this
do
way.
this one.
But I want to visit Japan
Oh my God,
right
Japan
around
is
this
the,
time
yes.
because that's the heaven for cherry blossom, you know?
Oh, yeah. I've been to Japan, but I wasn't there during cherry blossom season. I have to go back for that.
I never been there, so
It's so great. The food is incredible.
oh wow, we missed this spot right here. Look at it.
I love that with the smokestacks.
Yeah.
So New York. Today I have my wide angle lens. I've got the 24. I was saying before because I think it makes it look less intimidating, whereas my 24 to 70 lens is definitely more, looks professional and people get scared of me like,
Yeah, that happened a lot. Even people get scared with phone.
yes. So it feels like, oh look, it's just a small lens. Doesn't feel like as intimidating, I think, to take street photography. But yeah, so we're getting the wide angles today on this camera.
So how long you are doing this content creation,
Yeah.
aka this photography and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I really got into photography. More deeply in college. I was a minor in photography, and I'm also super grateful for my mom and my family who got me into it. Honestly, since a very young age, when I was really young, I had the cutest little camera, vintage, super cute. And my mom really tried to train me and get me into it. And she says that I took great photos. She's probably being too nice. But then I have gotten more and more into it over the years and started YouTube many years ago. And then
You had
Instagram
some of the
and
best
everything.
video on
I need to-
Instagram and YouTube.
Thank you so much. You're so kind. You have some of the best. I am so excited to be full-time YouTuber again, and now going to be creating a lot more videos. So I just shared Moe's Donuts, and then I'm going to do more donut videos soon. And
You took a break, but you back with the
did.
strong content, I
Thank
guess. So
you.
make sure you follow her. I will link her channel in the description as well.
Appreciate it. You're the best. Thank you.
You are the best too.
So good to be back. I feel like I missed it so much, and like
Yeah, I mean, I feel
doing
like
a full-time job makes
Yeah.
it really complicated. So I'm glad to be a full-time YouTuber again.
right, like content creation here in New York City is so much fun because always you will get some opportunity to cover some event and a lot of restaurant if you like food.
Yeah.
If you like
doesn't
bakery,
like
if you
food?
like coffee, so all sort of contents are open right here.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, the sun pop up.
I feel like it's coming
Yeah.
back.
Oh my gosh, 6th Avenue is so busy right now.
Yeah. Are we gonna pass the halal cart that you mentioned?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
it will be up next, but I don't think so. They're open right now because they open around like 6. The
Oh
ideal,
yes, that's gotcha.
6 to midnight. And
Late night
always
munchy
a long
food.
line. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, love halal food. I remember driving in just to get like this specific halal cart, the halal guys, many years ago, and some of the guys were just like, "Oh, it's the best ever." Careful. Yep. And then, yeah. Now there's so many halal carts. It's crazy.
So many, right?
Yeah.
I remember the halal guys. They were in peaks before pandemic. Like
Yeah.
on that time, Adil wasn't that popular, but after pandemic, Adil became the top-notch halal food here in New York City.
Yeah, I need to try it. I'm excited to try that one. So, gotta come back when it's open. I'm excited.
You should definitely give a try.
Yeah. Yes. And we're almost at the Diamond District. I can see the little diamond
Oh
corners.
yeah, that's for sure.
yeah.
The money street.
Yes, uncut gems.
Yeah.
It's not New York if someone's not honking.
Yeah, absolutely. Like had to honk if you want to
Yeah.
drive here.
You know what I mean? Hey! I'm walking here! I'm walking here! Up yours, you son of a bitch! You don't talk me that way! Get out of here!
Seriously.
Sometimes some people get so mad. Look at this taxi.
Yeah. You get cranky. And he's gonna get there 1 second sooner. That's
Right.
right. Yeah, driving in the city is very intimidating. The first time I know how to drive, but the first time I ever really drove in New York City was a U-Haul. It was huge. It was just like a very big U-Haul. I had
So impressed.
my two guy
You drove
friends
a U-Haul.
were helping, and I was like, okay, who's gonna drive the U-Haul? And both of them were New Yorkers who don't know how to drive. So then we both were all like, okay, I guess Jen's driving, and I did it. It was not bad. We survived.
We are walking towards the Radio City Music Hall.
Yes.
Like one of my favorite places.
It's so great.
Especially Christmas Spectacular. Oh my god, that's the best
Yes.
inside Radio City Music Hall.
And
Let's do some jaywalk.
Yep.
If you don't do jaywalk, you're not a New Yorker.
I agree. And right by Rockefeller, top of the rock.
Oh yeah.
Love that view.
I
So
especially
great.
love the new attraction they had now, the beam.
Yes,
Have you tried
the beam. I still haven't tried the beam, but I need to.
that? Yeah,
yes.
you should. I mean,
Yeah.
they're recreating that iconic photo, lunch at the top.
Yeah, it's such an iconic photo. So smart. It's been so interesting to see how I've been to every observation deck in New York City, and I remember when there were only a few, and so seeing how each one is starting to compete and add more and more attractions
Right.
is so interesting. The things that you can do many floors up, from yoga to ice skating to all these different things. It's really cool to see all the activities and events, and I love going to the Empire State Building. They have some of the most iconic experiences and just views, and then
I think now
One World
it's
Trade Center for more downtown.
Five observation day.
Yeah, so we've got Empire, Summit, Edge, top of the rock, One World Trade Center.
Yep.
And did you hear that the Chrysler Building, fingers crossed, will hopefully
Yeah,
eventually
I'm hearing
have
that
one?
for a long time now.
Same.
But I
I'm
wish
sick
to
of
do
hearing about
something.
it. Let's get that going.
I mean, I think they had an observation deck before. But
One of my favorites for sure. And we're passing one of the Magnolia Bakery locations.
Oh yeah, I always recommend this bakery right here.
Yeah.
Like this Magnolia bakery right here, the best. I mean, all Magnolia franchise, they are like serving quality stuff, but this one I prefer the most.
Wait, really? This one versus
Yeah.
the other ones? Why?
Because this one, I feel like most of the employee working here are very, very friendly, and that's what I really care about.
Yeah.
Like, think about like this way: all the McDonald's serving the same food, but why? Some McDonald's have 5-star, some McDonald's have 4-star.
That's
It's
true.
because how clean they are, how their employees are behaving to the customer. So,
That's
same
a good
thing.
point. And there are certain McDonald's that are definitely better, like the McDonald's in Italy or France that have gelato, that have such like
Right.
croissants in France. That McDonald's is way different than anything here. So yeah, you're totally right on location. Agreed. I've been to this Magnolia and the others, and yeah, this one was a really good experience. Definitely clean. Ah.
Big boss.
It always feels naked without the tree.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I always miss the tree.
Yeah.
But soon.
Soon. Oh my gosh, before we know it.
Yeah. Already 3 months almost gone from 2024.
Oh wow. Time is flying. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
3 months when you say it that way.
The candy cane's gonna be here again.
Yes, and the ornaments behind us.
Oh yeah.
So great. see the park. It's right there.
Yep.
The
Like
trees.
couple of blocks.
Yeah. Oh, so great.
Like I like 6th Avenue because 6th Avenue it's like you will find all sort of stuff like all those major decoration during the Christmas will be here on 6th Avenue.
Yeah.
You will get a lot of food stands
Yeah.
and sidewalks are much wider than other avenues.
That's true. It's great for walking.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little less crowded than Fifth Avenue for sure.
Yeah, 5th Avenue is
Yeah.
like always overly packed.
It is.
Okay. There they are, the halal guys up next.
Yes. It smells good. I can smell it. Yum.
Yeah, a lot of them are here. Like these,
Yeah.
but one thing you had to be like careful if you're watching this video. Like a lot of these food vendors doesn't have a price, like how much their food costs. So before you order, ask the price that how much this hot dog costs and stuff like that, because otherwise you might
Great
get
question.
charged $20 for a hot dog, which
my
is
gosh.
completely ridiculous.
Yes. And water especially is
Yep.
so expensive.
And tipping is optional to these food vendors, so don't just fall for this scam. New York City
Yeah.
has a lot of scam. Like
It
there are
does.
several that you will not even think they are scamming you.
Yeah.
And one of them is these food vendors.
Yeah.
Delaware.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah. Love that building. The MoMA, the David Gellin Wing. I love the MoMA. So I've had a membership at the MoMA before, and it's like just full of so many fun pieces of art that even as many times as you've been, it's so hard to see it all. Some people say, oh, they're not into modern art, but I think they should give it a chance. It's not all, the whole museum is not all stools with a wheel on top or a urinal,
Right.
those types of pieces that people associate with modern art. There are so many things and unique. Right now they have a screen where you can see. I'm forgetting the artist. I believe it's a. I'm not gonna give it enough justice, but basically there's more and more AI and different
Right.
interpretations of all the different pieces from the MoMA in color, and it's so beautiful to see how it's been reinterpreted in today's modern art.
Absolutely. I mean, I love MoMA, but my favorite museum always like the Museum of Natural History. I
That's
love
a great
that museum.
one. I was just there a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Especially that Richard Gilder Center,
Yeah, it's
the butterfly
so cool.
atrium. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You can like literally be with all those 500, I think, butterflies over there, right?
So cool. I love that, and they have the hall of minerals and gemstones, and that's one of my favorites because they currently have a Van Cleef and Arpels exhibit until yesterday, until the 17th. So unfortunately, that has closed. But it was really beautiful to see this like exhibit of some of the most beautiful, especially green and different colors
Right.
and natural interpretations in jewelry. That
Right,
was
right.
so cool. Yeah, so when you go there, they always have a little jewelry exhibit that tells you a little bit about gemstones and how they're used and how you can even see color with gemstones.
Mm-hmm.
And then my favorite museum, though, I gotta say, is the Met, which is, of
I'm
course,
about to say that.
yes, a classic museum, but the Egyptian wing and temple is just so cool to feel like you're really walking amongst the temple. Nothing matches that for me.
Absolutely. Like Met and American Museum of
Yeah.
Natural History, like these are the best. But there are also Tenement Museum that is also
Yeah.
quite historic, and
Yeah.
I think you need a guide right?
Yes,
In
you
order to
definitely
visit,
need to plan ahead for that visit
right.
so that you can go with someone. It's hard to get tickets sometimes.
Right,
You have to plan ahead.
Walk this way. I want to
Yes.
avoid the scaffolding over here.
Oh yeah, this is a great idea.
Scaffoldings are everywhere. Like
There
a lot of people
are.
complain, why New York City has a lot of scaffolding?
Because it's
New
always
York
under
City-
construction.
Yeah, always under construction.
I remember I had an old boss who once said, she asked someone when she first moved here, she said, when is the construction going to end?
It will never
And they
end.
laughed at her because it never ends. When one building is done, the other one starts the construction. It's a constant cycle. It's
Totally. And look
endless.
at this Steinway Tower. Looked like a pencil.
Oh my gosh, Billionaire Row. We'll move in a few years maybe.
Yeah.
Not that it's the safe. It doesn't seem like the safest. That was funny.
That was funny. The guy screaming TikTok, TikTok.
Oops, sorry.
But I heard TikTok is getting banned in America.
I don't think they're actually gonna do it. Do you think they will?
I don't know because a lot of creators. I mean, what they gonna do?
Yeah, it's
But I don't know.
very strange. TikTok is so fun too.
Yeah. But I love this view. Perfect photo opportunity right
Yeah,
here. Look at it. It matched with the
agreed.
sky.
I'm gonna get a shot in a few more steps, get some of this brown brick building and get it framed. Honestly, maybe between these, get the lines of the traffic light.
Yeah.
And the light is already changing. It's so good to see that the sun is coming out, but it's like it's in and out. So, look at those balconies. I'll take one of those, please.
I think this is the thinnest skyscrapers in the world.
Yeah, agreed.
But my favorite is this one, 432 Park Avenue.
Yes.
That's the best.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
You do not have to introduce yourself. If you just say, I live in 432 Park Avenue.
They already know who you are.
Yeah.
You have so much
But
money.
I feel like that there are a lot of vacant apartments.
Yeah, that's the sad part. It's used for taxes and
Right.
people don't even enjoy and live in
Right.
them.
A lot of people are not even be in America. They just invest
Yeah.
one of these penthouse, any of these like ultra luxury skyscrapers. It's just a great investment because New York real estate is like super crazy, super high.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, we are like few blocks away from Central Park.
So close. Wow.
Look, think about the life of this worker over there.
Yes.
They get a different perspective of the city from their workspace.
Agreed.
Seems kind of risky,
Very hard job.
yeah, but that's what they had to do.
I've been on the inside of buildings like that when I'm working and you see someone cleaning the windows and you're like, oh, like it feels like you never expect someone to be there, but
Right.
how else do they clean the windows? They have to do it some way.
Mhm.
I hope they are safe because sometimes you see at the bottom it's actually a ladder and it's like very janky looking. This
Right.
one looks a little bit more official.
And
bit
imagine they're doing it
safer.
on a windy day.
Yeah, that's very dangerous. Gotta be
I guess
careful.
they are making sure that everyone is safe out there.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, but still always a question mark
Yeah,
how safe it is.
agreed. So Central Park already still looks very wintry, not a lot
Right.
of leaves on the trees. But I think that's going to change very quickly in just 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah, before
we'll
you
start
know
seeing
it, it's gonna change like so
Yeah.
fast.
Yes.
What is your best season here in New York City? Like,
Ooh, I love spring for sure. Yeah, and there's so many great spots to see cherry blossoms and magnolias and all the gorgeous flowers.
absolutely.
I also love Prospect Park in Brooklyn. There's just so many spots that,
Yeah, and also Brooklyn Botanical Garden.
yes, agreed. Oh my gosh. And New York Botanical Garden, you saw the orchid show.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
that's
it's
my
always my
favorite.
favorite every year. I love.
I have a membership from there, so
Good. I'm so glad. Yes.
they had like holiday trend show.
I love the holiday train show. Oh my
Like,
gosh, I'm
so
such a train
cool,
person.
so iconic.
Yeah. Oh, it's so great.
I remember I first time saw that train show in
Yeah.
your channel.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. It was such a great experience.
Like, you had some of the
Yeah.
best video uploaded on your channel.
Thank
Guys,
you.
check Jennifer O'Brien.
I really
She
appreciate
got
it.
some of the best content, and she's now catching up again. Because
Yes.
as I said, she took a break,
Yeah.
but now
yeah.
she's back,
Excited
and she's
to
gonna
be back.
provide some
Yay.
amazing content again.
Yes. Oh my gosh, so many
And
good
I'm
things.
so happy
coming.
to have her on my channel.
Thank you so much for having me. This is so wonderful. You're so
Yeah,
sweet.
it's been a while that we are
Yeah.
planning to do a collab, and finally we did it.
Yes. I'm so sorry. It has been a while, and I'm excited to finally be able to just enjoy this beautiful weather. It's going to get even warmer soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here are the pedicabs. You gotta be careful of this because they
Yeah.
charge per minute. You can see they're saying $5 per minute. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right over there.
And it says like per minute per ride, so it's very like misleading.
No, thank you. But sometimes this $5 can be $12 depending on the season right here.
Wow. Gotta be careful.
So $5 per minute.
Yeah. I've never done a pedicab ride, have
Me
you?
neither.
I don't see a reason. Cab is a lot faster.
Yeah. I mean, this
Car share much faster.
Yeah, these pedicabs people took it just for fun.
Yeah.
And also these horse carriage, they're expensive too.
Yeah.
This coachman, I like the hat.
Yes. I could see you with a hat. You should get one. Just a top hat for your average Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
That'd be so fun. And I love these little gazebos they have.
Oh yeah.
Did you know, fun fact, you could actually have a wedding here for $25? Some of them are $25 to actually get married in a gazebo like this. And you could have maybe around 20 people depending. Each gazebo has a different price and a different number of people.
How they
But
can book
for a
it?
permit. Yeah, so you go through Central Park, you can get a permit for $25 on average, and you could have a wedding here.
That's
Isn't that
awesome.
the
Such
best
a great
spot?
info. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, of course. I had a friend who got married here and told me, and it was, what a great, great, iconic spot. You don't have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for
And
this view.
During the summer, this place even looked so green, like all those different types of bushes cover that shade.
Yeah. Oh, the buds are coming. I
Yep.
see it.
The spring vibe started.
Oh, so beautiful.
And also the view behind us, look at it.
Yes. It keeps changing.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I look at photos, even just 1-2 years ago, the view has completely shifted. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
A new one is now immersed. The new
Yeah.
JP Morgan and Chase headquarters on Park Avenue.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I remember when they were building that. I kept walking past, seeing those crazy, like X that sort of holds up the whole
Yeah.
building. Yeah.
So interesting to look at the architecture there.
So many creative architects in New York. Yeah. Oh, and I love the yellow that comes out very early. Such a great day. I feel like it is chilly. Maybe we should grab a hot chocolate afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
I'm totally
Venki is
down.
nearby, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always used to go to Grom here at this corner, but near 59th, near Columbus Circle, but now it's Venki. Yeah, another very Italian thick hot chocolate, which is always really good. I love my hot chocolate. I take it very seriously. And if it's the last day of winter, we might as well have another hot chocolate.
Absolutely. Let's just have it after that.
Yeah. Woolman Rink, we are here.
Yep. It's unbelievable that it's man-made park.
Yeah.
Like 443
They did such a great job.
acre of land.
Although they do say that they preferred Prospect Park was their crowning achievement, even better than Central Park.
Really?
But yeah, that's what the original designer said. But I mean, Central Park has the views. Prospect Park definitely feels even more like you can get lost and you're not in the middle of a city. So
Right.
it depends on what you like, yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I feel like that Central Park became the popular spot. There are some reason behind that. One might be all those Hallmark movie, TV shows
Yes.
featured this. Imagine Home Alone 2 Lost in New York featured Prospect Park.
course.
Then that became the hype.
Yes, that's so true. Oh my gosh, shall we go ice skating today? We'll just jump on it.
Oh, no one is doing it.
I know, it looks so sad. They just walked out on this. Yeah.
But this was featured in the movie Home Alone 2.
Yeah, that was such a New York-centric movie. I loved it.
Yeah, I watched that movie like every year right before the Christmas to keep up my holiday spirit.
That's so great. I love that. Oh.
I love the clouds.
They're
kind of
very
amazing.
beautiful.
Oh my god.
Yeah, look
The
at that
view
view.
behind that.
Such a great spot. Such a great view to see with. I love to get these rocks in the foreground of the shot to show sort of the grand perspective of park meets, concrete jungle, that whole thing.
Right.
Yeah. And then the bridges, of course, sort of getting them sort of centered from bottom looking up, always fun. And these paths, I mean, there's just no bad photo to be had. Kind of embracing the bare trees in front of these big, tall buildings.
But I feel like these winter looks, it's kind of like very artistic because you can see every little branch of the tree.
Yeah.
That even makes things very scenic. Like they
does.
had different vibes.
It does have a different vibe, and you can see more through the trees,
Right.
whereas in just a few months, this is all green, and you have to go away from the trees to get more of the city view.
But I think
This
the
is
best view
so
is
iconic.
right here.
Yeah, this is just such a beautiful corner of the park.
The most iconic view.
The plaza hiding behind those
Right.
trees.
You can see pretty much all those old and modern style of buildings here.
Yeah,
Such a panoramic view.
yeah.
And this pencil-like tower, Central Park Tower, all those good stuff.
So great.
So this was pretty much it. I mean, we had
Oh
a
my
lovely
gosh.
time walking with my friend Jennifer.
Thank you so much
It's
for
so
having
great
me.
to have you here. And if you enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe and check out Jennifer's channel.
I'd appreciate it. That
Absolutely,
sounds awesome.
show some support to her. And
Yeah.
I'll see you all in another video. Till then, stay safe, stay positive, and keep exploring New York City with me. Bye bye, and have a great day.